have got the Senate here. What is going on,
Hi
Senate?
guys, I'm back. What's
You're
up?
back.
How's it going?
We are going to be talking about the most essential relics in Galaxy of Heroes. And I got to say, Senate, as you're here, we're going to be going on a trip here soon, right?
Yes, we are. I am accompanying Cubby to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. We are going to get in line for Rise of the Resistance with Mobile Gamer.
Oh, man. I hope we can get on. I'm nervous that if we're going to be able to get on or not.
If not, then we will just have to enjoy our lightsabers all day.
So get used to the Senate. He's going to be around for a lot of videos here coming up. But
sir.
let's get to the list. The most essential relics in Galaxy of Heroes. Now, we're going to knock out the most obvious ones first, because we have to put them on the list.
Yeah.
General Grievous and Jedi Anakin. This is no particular order on this list, by the way, so we put them at the bottom so that you see them first. What makes these so essential, do you think?
Because relics just boost like specific stats of these two characters that make them actually do damage. Otherwise, they're like hitting like wet noodles. Grievous obviously gets the massive like quadruple health that he has otherwise. Jedi Knight Anakin's offense goes through the roof. Without those, you're not really going to enjoy these characters in the game, period. So you kind of have to shell out for these characters with your relics.
Right. I think also they just, the AoE that they possess is so devastating. Like Anakin's AoE can just take out your entire team. General Grievous can do the same thing. And then you combine, with General Grievous in particular, I think if we were to rank this list, it would probably be number 1 General Grievous, number 2 Jedi Anakin, in my humble opinion. I just wanted to get them out of the way because we all know they're going to be on the list. You know, every time a droid dies, you know, here he comes. he's gonna punish you for taking those droids out.
Same thing with Anakin, honestly. Every
yeah,
time
it's
they
very
drop,
similar.
But even better because it's below 50% health, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Plus, both of these characters, you know, I'm assuming there's probably some others that are affected by this too, but there's ships. And so Jedi Knight Anakin's ship with the Negotiator fleet, best fleet in the game right now.
Yeah.
You have to have him relic for his ship to do damage too. Same thing goes for Grievous now. Now that people are starting to get the malevolence and stuff, you're gonna have, you know, pretty much everyone that's getting that is gonna have Grievous relic. I don't think you'd get the same effect with him at Gear 12.
These characters need. Some of this list there's gonna be some degree of subjectivity to it. I don't think this is subjective. I think everybody needs to have these two relics. All right, number 8, we've got Jolie Bindo. Why? I think you know why I've put Jolie Bindo on this list.
Jolie Bindo is...
See number 10, right?
He is the saving grace for General Grievous.
At Relic 7 in particular.
Yeah, so I have a Gear 12 Jolie Bindo, and for months I had no problems taking down Grievous. However, recently, my Jolie has just been taking a butt smacking from Grievous, and B1, bang, 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 back and forth. And
Whale harder, man.
It's left me with a couple losses in territory wars, and I'm sorry. I apologize. But that's what gets you out of that little pickle.
We gotta boot you from the guild for that one.
Yeah, so that is a necessary one. You must have it. I do not, but you must.
I think Jolie Bindo he's just, for me, I don't have him either, Relics. I've got him close. I've just got 2 gear pieces to put on him.
Yeah.
He's one, I don't want to give it to him because it's not a sexy relic, right?
It's not flashy.
It's not flashy. You're just going to have it for those Grievous teams, you know, and that's pretty much the main place you're going to use it. But I've seen footage of what Relic Jolie does, and there's such an added benefit there that I think it's something that we all, you and me included, we're putting this on the list even though we're not exactly following our own advice.
Yeah, you can't always be perfect, you know?
Yeah, we can't be perfect.
Jolie
I've got most on this list. Most of them I've got, but not all.
Yeah, Jolie is essentially, because of Grievous, he's become kind of the same role that General Kenobi used to have.
Yeah.
Where his like pseudo become a tank, because usually people are, you know, obviously aren't running Kenobi with the Jedi Knight Revan team anymore. So you kind of have to have Jolie be extra beefy, whereas before you didn't really need it because you could just run an extra tank. But with Hermit Yoda in there, you know, you're gonna get chewed through pretty quick if Jolie isn't there to tank it. So
all right, number 7, we got Darth Revan. Now Darth Revan, I did not appreciate just how solid a high relic Darth Revan is. Now the whole Darth Revan team, like, it kind of goes without saying. There's 2 things we could say here about this list. Number 1, your arena team, you pretty much want to have them almost all relicked. So whether that's Darth Revan, Padme, General Skywalker, whatever. And then also there's kind of some obvious ones with like, we've got the characters that you're going to need to relic for the new Galactic Legends. And so those are kind of a given. We're talking more individual characters that have a particular punch. Darth Revan, when I took him up, because I had him at like Relic 2 forever. When I took him up to Relic 7, I saw a dramatic increase in how effective my arena team was on the mirror match, but especially against General Skywalker teams. If my Darth Revan is alive at the end, then I have no problem slicing through General Skywalker with Darth Revan. You get him to topple faster, and then you get him to die faster. You're a lot more capable of slicing through that at the end.
Yeah, you need as much damage as possible and like quick damage to get through, those first, kind of 2 phases of that fight against General Skywalker, and then finally the end. And Darth Revan puts out a lot of damage because he's going to be attacking twice a lot of times if you've got corrupted battle meditation and whatnot. So you've got to kind of be putting out as much damage when you get your attacks in. Otherwise, it gets out of hand fast.
You need the power! All right, let's talk about number 6 on the list. We have got General Kenobi. Now, General Kenobi, tell me if you disagree with me, but I feel like this is mostly a ship essential relic. I like a Relic 7 Kenobi anyway, but having a Relic 7 Kenobi for the Negotiator in particular benefits you tremendously, because a lot of people have that, and you need to have a beefy, solid, fast Negotiator.
Yeah, especially when you're going on a mirror match, the relics are what's going to give you the little extra speed advantage
or the disadvantage.
Yeah. And so you're going to have that.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to get outmatched, and then it's the same thing as everything else. It's just going to get out of hand, and you're going to be kind of done before you've started.
It's going to get out of hand fast.
But it also helps a lot against Night Sister teams. You're going to have your Padme team going, and General Kenobi is going to take a lot of hits. So
number 5 is B1 Battle Droid. This is one I have been clamoring to get to. I just have not had his shards. I waited too long, and the drop rates have been terrible. But tell me why B1 is so valuable. I feel like this is one of the most valuable relics in the entire game.
So B1 just attacks so many times.
So much.
And he hits for deceptively a lot of damage. It doesn't seem like it at the beginning, but you just slowly all of a sudden, after 2 or 3 turns, your entire Jedi Knight Revan team is in yellow health, and you're like, shoot, and you're just about wrecked before you even know kind of what's happening to you. And he just attacks so much, and his AoE that he takes on his own turns, as well as getting turn meter boost every time a droid goes.
Yeah. So
he's a very, very effective Zeta. Not Zeta.
The Zeta's effective too, but
the Relic is very effective. But his Relic,
he's worthless without his Zeta.
His Relic boosts his attack a lot. His offense.
You could say, even though the General Skywalker event does not require the Relic on him, it's almost required. I mean, I've seen people do it without. It's possible to finagle it without a Relic V1, but
would not recommend.
I would like to see the percentage of people who got gas and how many of them did it without a Relic V1, and I think it'd be a pretty low
Props to you.
Yeah.
Props to you.
You're the real MVP.
I'm sorry if you put yourself through that. That is essentially like torture.
Brood Alpha's next on the list. I think Brood Alpha is a must relic for a lot of reasons. Number 1, it's 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Because you relic both, right?
Yeah.
So also Bugs, I mean, one of the best defensive teams in the game. But if you have, something I've noticed, because I've got a Bugs team, I've got some gear 12, some gear 11, but I've got a relic for Brood Alpha. And I actually really kind of like the imbalance, even though I would rather have everyone relicked, especially Spy. I want to get Spy relicked. But people underestimate my Bugs team a lot because they look at it, it doesn't look that bad. But because Brood Alpha is relicked, it really drives the team. And he is on that team the most valuable relic, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's powerful in and of himself, but his relic's effect on the rest of the team really kind of bumps it up a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas like Grievous, you know, if you don't have like the team around Grievous, it actually ends up being fairly easy. You can kind of manage it. But Brood Alpha, if he's the only relic, he seems to have a more kind of a better effect on the whole team, I think.
Do you have a relic, Brood Alpha?
No, I don't. I don't have Jolie relic.
Oh,
I
man. Okay, you got homework to do after this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be farming Kyrotechs until 2030.
Darth Malak is number 3. I don't think there's. He becomes so tanky. Has so much damage. He's so hard to get through. It really just takes like there's a Darth Revan team, and then there's a Darth Revan team with a Relic 7 Malak. It's just totally different.
Yeah, Malak is just so stupid strong sometimes. Where I mean,
yeah.
It can happen where even if the opponent doesn't have a Malak, I've had it happen in arena where a couple of my arena shard mates don't have a Relic 7 Malak, and it'll end up like they have better mods maybe, and so I get kind of wiped except for my Malak, and they have pretty much everybody but maybe like Sith Trooper or something, and my Relic 7 Malak is able to just slowly but surely just punch through everybody. So he's really, really strong, especially at Relic 7 because he makes him so much more tanky. Yeah. And then he gains more health because he's going to be sucking everybody's life out of him. And so yeah, it's a must, I would say.
Yeah, it's a must relic. If you've got Malak, you need to have him relic. Some of these characters, you may not have, and so obviously if you don't have Malak, you're not going to be able to relic him. But if you've got him, you're going to want to take him to realize his full potential. You sacrifice a lot to get that character. There's so much you have to do to get there that if you're going to have him, don't passively have him. Take him to relics. You need to have that relic. All right, number 2 on the list is Han Solo. Now, this is one I have not found the time to relic. I really want to put him on my list. I think one of the biggest reasons I like to have Han Solo, I think there's a lot of reasons. Number 1, the MILF. It's great to have for the Millennium Falcon. You probably want to have Chewie with him. And then number 2 is this is one of the more reliable counters to General Skywalker right now. If you do not have General Skywalker, Han Solo is going to do well. Now, I found a way. I did a video on how my Han and Chewie at Gear 12 have been able to counter General Skywalker, but how much easier is that going to be with relics?
Yeah, I just recently reliced my Han Solo.
Nice.
He's like
jealous,
maybe 2 or 3 or something.
So jealous.
But he hits for noticeably a lot more damage.
Yeah.
Like his special, his little that little move. That one's hitting for like 70,000 or something. It does like a lot more damage, like significantly, just from the Gear 13. But then you add little more tiers, and it just adds more and more. And then when you're using them for these big time, meta counters that maybe we weren't using CLS for a little while ago, now all of a sudden he can counter it because he can put out all the damage. Plus with Chewie in there, it's worth it.
Yep. Han Solo, number 2 on the list. And sorry, I didn't show you guys that earlier. All right, number 1, again, no particular order, but the last one that we will include on the list is General Skywalker. Now, okay, look, this is probably the most essential relic in the game as far as if you want to get use out of the character, right? Like General Grievous, you can still find use for him, but General Skywalker is borderline useless without the relics. And if you, similar to Darth Malak, if you put in the like if you don't have him, obviously you can't relic him. I'm in that camp, I don't have him right now. But if you do have him, if you put in that much effort, if you wailed that hard to get him, or you prepared accordingly to get him for a long time, you need to get use out of this character, and you simply will not get the use that you can out of him if he's not relic.
Yeah, I've got a 5-star, 5 shards away from 6 stars, and it's a very slow farm. I have the piece to get him to Gear 12. None of the rest of it farm, but I've got, the next 3 months to get it, so I'll be good, right? But he's become, because he's 5 stars, even though I have the rest of them, like all the Zetas, all the mods, everything ready to go effectively, he's essentially like a B team. He's a cleanup squad. So but then you take him to Relic, Relic, Gear 13, and all of a sudden he can literally just auto anything. Yeah. So it's unreal the boost that he jumped up to when he gets, it's like his health goes from like 25,000 to like 70,000.
Well, and the damage. Outrageous. I mean, you can. There's so many teams that can handle General Skywalker and get the clones to melt around him. But then when you get him alone, can you survive? If you can survive, then you might have a chance. But a lot of teams just can't. You get there, and he's going to start taking people out. And even if you can get through him, it's going to be banners taken away in Grand Arena, which I think makes him a very solid Grand Arena defensive team, because it's very hard to get out of there with all 5 characters even alive, much less with all of the protection. So there is our list of the most essential relics in the game. Let us know, what are your most essential relics in this game? We would love to hear from you guys. Is there anything else? So I kind of put this list together. Is there anything else that you would have put on it that I didn't?
I think another couple, maybe
honorable mention.
Something around the Night Sisters. Probably Daka.
Okay.
Maybe Asajj.
Zombie maybe. Probably
Zombie.
Daka. Daka gets
Spirit,
so janky.
you know, I mean, there's like two different fields of argument. You know, you can argue to relic the attackers. You know, like
right.
Geonosian Spy, or like First Order Executioner even, or you can go for the tanks and make them harder to get through, like Daka, General Kenobi. You know, so either way, you're gonna get kind of good mileage out of any one of them. But
absolutely,
there's definitely more than 10 is what it comes down to. The game is huge at this point, and there's just, I mean, this is not the full list.
Relic everybody. Just relic
You're
everybody.
Relic everyone, especially.
Wail harder. Wail harder.
First Order. Everybody in First Order, just Relic 7. It's not a problem. Rose Tico, Relic 7. You're going to need it.
You're going to need
You're going to need it.
I bet you anything you need.
You're also going to need a Relic, crew and Jedi Training Raid, just so you can replace them with the next version of the better improved version of themselves. You have to invest everything. Yeah, that's dumb.
All right.
Anyways.
Okay, everyone, that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for joining us for this video. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at CubsFanHunt. I'm going to be tweeting a lot of our Disneyland trip. By the time this video goes live, we are probably in a car on our way over to Disneyland. Well, at least to Mobile Gamer's house. And so we'll be making videos with him and doing a lot at Galaxy's Edge. All right, everyone, thanks again for joining me for the video. And as always, my brothers, don't forget, unlimited power!
Sorry about the mess.